Hey YouTubers, how's it going? It is September 16th, 2024. I just got done with a hearing that was supposed to be taking place at 10 o'clock, and I did a Zoom meeting, and she said I had to be there in person because they want to arrest me. That's all it was for. The courtroom was empty. I was the only one. And also, they have violated my constitutional civil rights. I got it right in the Board of Equalization. Probable title fraud by Debbie Abel, the Fords, the Woods. So if you don't believe me, I can connect every one of them entities together, from the judges down to the neighbors, from the health department to the planning department to the game and wildlife to the they did illegal conveyances and title fraud. And it's a big conspiracy because my 1 acre hinges their whole project. That's why they've been all over my shit and accusing me, slandering me, defamation of character, unlawful arrests, to inside my home. Got the paper right here. Inside my home without a warrant. The other time they arrested, that's the Wilsons. The first time they arrested me. And anyway, that's the second time they arrested me, because that was unconstitutional. Because I never said I'm going to get them or they're going to get it. I said it's coming, and that means the anti-harassment order, the Parks Department sheriff or whatever he was. I got the video on YouTube. You can see it yourself. Stated anti-harassment order, whatever. I didn't say you're going to get it or nothing like that. I said it's coming, the anti-harassment order. Yes. Never swore at him. Never flipped him the bird. Only I got assaulted with his... I put my helmet against his arm. Okay, what was I going to do? Rested on him because I love him or something? Yeah. And then he says I was trying to spit on him. It's kind of hard to spit on him with a full-faced helmet on. This is ridiculous. Skagit County, it has to stop, cease, and desist. That goes to the state of Washington, Department of Ecology, all of them. You know that spring is grandfathered to my property. And this is all a big conspiracy to get my water and mineral rights. Now, I am in fear of my life from every police department, state patrol, because they're involved also. I am not crazy. I've got tons of paperwork, so how could I be incompetent? And they won't take my evidence because it all comes back to them. Now, and I don't do drugs. I smoke a little pot, but rarely. I'm not hardly even anymore. And now that it's legal, they're trying to say VUSCA all over the cops are saying VUSCA, whatever. Violation of a Controlled Substance Act or something like that, I found out it's called. They tried to do that long time ago. I got caught with one little piece of washer weed when I was 20-something years old. That's the only drugs I've ever been caught with. They are profiling, trying to demonize and criminalize me for their own gain. They should have just made me an offer instead of being lying, deceitful, slandering, defamation. This has gone too far. Now stop. Cease and desist, state of Washington. You are violating my constitutional 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th constitutional rights. Not only that, my civil rights. Now, if anybody doesn't have a right to be upset, you can fuck right off. Tell me I'm not in fear for my life of them damn cops. Trying to set me, say guns, 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 guns. You can get somebody killed like that. I ain't got no guns. Let alone a knife on me. Period. Never threatened anybody's life. Only with a lawsuit. And this is their way of retaliation. Get what I'm saying? I got all the fucking proof. Right in their own words, the commissioner, Johnson, Jack Moore knows all about it. So does Lisa Janicki. Way abuse of power on Lisa Janicki's part. On all of them, really. The cops. Again, I have never threatened anybody, but with a lawsuit. They've never given me discovery after several. I filed several times to get discovery, asked several times for discovery. Won't give it to me. And right in it's the prosecutor's responsibilities. It says right in there to give defendant the discovery. And they won't, because they don't have any. So cease and desist. Desist. You're the fucking criminals. And I won't stop until my name is cleared and expunged from all this shit. Peace, love, joy. Hate, like, subscribe. Like it all. This is a situation of IIED, intentional infliction of emotional distress. That's why I could be a little unstable. But I'm holding it together. And I will never, and I will not ever threaten anybody's life to kill. No, that's ridiculous. But what ain't ridiculous is for the county and the neighbors to all benefit from getting rid of me and the rights to my property. It makes sense. Lost the Kirkland account. Concrete did. Next best thing is my unincorporated spring right down, artesian spring right down the road. That doesn't have to be treated, or gravity fed, easy to put in. That's right. And Debbie Abels already got one behind my buddy Bernard Jones up in Marble Mount. Go look at that property. Tessa Lane. Look at all that property behind there with the water tank back there. And Seattle City Light. They've got a bunch of boxes that aren't even on the distribution boxes out there in that field that aren't even registered or even known to be even there. Just like the one behind my house on the Belfields property. Mr. Woods, oh, well, we don't want him to know what we're doing up there. What we're doing up there, who's we're? Because I just moved in. Mr. Belfield showed me the spring. He went to Home Depot to get me some parts to hook my water back up. He even donated me a barrel for my sediment tank. Then his wife says she's got dementia. Uses the daughter because they lost the first protection order. Says she's got dementia when she doesn't. And then she's an executor of Mary Warren's estate. But then gives it to her daughter. Why would she do that? And then her daughter sells the property for $640,000. Geez, it makes sense, doesn't it? County gets the water. The neighbors get to develop their property. All their property doubles, triples value. Doesn't make sense, huh? Makes perfect sense to me. They have violated RCW 4.7 on discovery and many others. I asked for the cops to put in a file false police reports on my neighbors, 84.040 of the RCW laws, and they will not do it because they know they are. And it all boils back down to the cops helping them do it. Right there, I got it right here. They devised a plan to come arrest me before they even spoke to me. Everything I've said has fallen on deaf ears because it's all a big conspiracy because of the rights my property has. Ep Schuler, back to 1914. Grandfathered. If not earlier, I think I got one that says 1889 or earlier, 1883. Trying to say I'm not a historian. No, I got the history from you guys, the Skagit County records. I didn't make that history up. It's all in the records. So, I challenge anybody to prove me wrong against my evidence, but they won't take it. But I'll compare it. You to show me any, and I'll fucking double it. I'll show you exactly what the fuck it is. Fraudulent, title fraud, falsifying documents. Danny Hagen of the assessor straight up recycled my evidence that I gave him for proof of my taxes. Threw it in the garbage. Board of Equalization, lying, but they put in one little sentence, three words, probable title fraud. Probable, which is more likely than not. Been trying to tell everybody, but nobody would believe me. All the way from the prosecutor, malicious prosecution, to the judges, to the Department of Ecology, to Bob Ferguson. I've got a letter from him. And he's lying. Kelly Gillingham. Why would the watermaster that you're supposed to go to figure these problems out with put a restraining order on me? Unless they were faulty. Why would code enforcement, big tough guy, Tom Wenzel, put a anti-harassment order on me when he threatened me? I was just driving home. Happened to cruise by, and there he is closing this garage door. Had no idea he lived there. I don't care what you say. My friend Christy showed me that way once before, and that's the way I went. Plus, Christy knows. She could tell you she's lived here all her life. Same with Bernard Jones. Anyway, peace, love, joy, hate, like, subscribe. Cease and desist, Skagit County, State of Washington. Going public.